Was 6 years old, Oliver when he was 7, and many Ojai youth entertainer studio production roles such as Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast and Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid. He also had numerous musical lead roles during his high school tenure. He was part of the Cowboy Trio in Crazy for You and Emmett in The Legally Blonde. He was cast as Nick in Something Rotten, and he was natural on stage, and everyone who worked with him was impressed how quickly he learned his lines and dance routines. Every director would say, that kid has what it takes to make it. After high school, he played Tommy in the production of The Musical Man. He did a few smaller plays while attending Santa Barbara City College. He was recently casted in the SBCC Traveling Dance Company and played a major role in the play Emma. We all feel so heartbroken that we will never see him perform again and realize his full potential. Benny worked at Ojai Rotary for 4 years and loved his job. He worked very hard and earned his way to assistant chef, becoming an intricate part of the operation. He learned important life skills, and the owner and fellow crew became his family. Benny was a friend to all. His kindness, warmth, charisma were contagious. He was a leader, always inclusive and compassionate towards others. His beautiful smile and sparkling blue eyes lit up every room and every heart he encountered. Benny's inner light shined bright as his uplifting spirit had positive impact on everyone who had the privilege of knowing him. His creative energy was boundless, and his humor was captivating. He lived his life to the fullest. Benny was always the life of the party. Ben Bear, as some called, had a big heart. How many people knew him as Ben Bear? Yeah, all right. He lived his life to the fullest. Benny was always the life of the party, like we had said. Big heart full of love and joy. He will be deeply missed by all that knew him. His memory will live on in our hearts and our stories forever. Please bow your heads to share in a moment of silence to honor Benjamin Scott Schurmer. We will now proceed with the flag lowering ceremony. A flag is a simple piece of fabric with a distinctive design that is used as a symbol or as a signaling device. Between 1571 and 1862, known as the Age of Sail, it was customary and later a legal requirement for ships to carry flags designating their nationality. These flags eventually evolved into the national and maritime flags of today. Flags became the preferred means of communication at sea. Here at Santa Barbara City College, when the flag is flown at full staff, it is a symbol that the community is strong and healthy and that all is well. The Santa Barbara City College flag is a symbol of hope, opportunity, new beginnings, and purpose for everyone who attends. As a symbol of opportunity, this flag represents a place that provides every student, no matter what age, color, gender, sexual identity, or social status, to explore, discover, develop, and become whatever or whoever they want to become. This flag serves as a reminder that we are stronger as a community in community. Half-staff refers to a flag flying below the summit of the pole. This is seen as a symbol of respect, mourning, distress, and in some cases a salute. The flag is lowered to make room for the invisible flag of death that is flown above. The flag code says, by order of the President, the United States flag shall be flown at half-staff upon the death of principal figures of the United States government and the governor of the state, territory or possessions as a mark of respect to their memory. Here at Santa Barbara City College, by order of our superintendent president, the SBCC flag may be flown at half-staff upon the death of someone in our campus community. Today, Superintendent President Dr. Erica Jonas will give the order for the flag to be lowered. The SBCC flag will be lowered to make room for the visible flag of death to be flown above as a sign of distress, mourning, and out of respect for the passing of Benjamin Scott Schurmer.
Thank you, Jason. At this point, please lower the Santa Barbara City College flag in honor of Benjamin Scott Schurmer. Thank you. Hello and welcome to Santa Barbara City College. And thank you to Benny's family, friends, and elected officials here and others for being here today. I wish you were here for a more joyous occasion, but honestly, learning about Benny and his heart, I'm glad you're all here and that Santa Barbara City College can honor him and his legacy. I was about a month into the job here at Santa Barbara City College when Benny tragically passed away, and the impact of his loss was felt immediately by the campus, and especially to me, who's new to the campus. And as a president, it's always difficult to lose anyone who is part of the campus community, but especially someone so young, so full of life, with so much life ahead of him. It's especially difficult. And he was exceptionally loved, as we've already heard, and I think we'll hear some more. His friends continue to carry on his memory, and we will forever remember him as the amazing person that he was. On behalf of Santa Barbara City College, our sincerest condolences to his family and friends, because he is surely missed. There is another opportunity that I have as the president, and that is to be able to award Benny an Associate of Arts degree. So if the family would please come up so I can present you with an Associate of Arts in his memory. Congratulations.
Our next speaker will be Katie Larris. Katie.
Hello. I had the joy of teaching Benny all last year. As most of you know, he was going to be in our production of Emma this fall. And since that September day, I've just thought so much about Benny. I think pretty much every day I think about him. And I have his card in my wallet. So the other day my son said, like, oh, can I go in your wallet and get some money? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And he was like, oh, I see you're a student. And I said, yeah, he's with me always. I've thought so much over these months of just what Benny brought to us. I know he brought us Matt. He brought us Matt. He brought us Katie and Glenn, who have become part of our family too. And he really brought us together. He brought so much joy into our class and into our lives and into our One Act Festival last year. And I just will always be so grateful to him for making that community happen and for bringing us all together. And I know that we wouldn't be the same without him. I was thinking today about this crazy weather. We have a lot of it, obviously. And you know, in Shakespeare, when the wind and weather is like this, it's kind of like a sign that things are amiss. And for sure, I think with this wind about the world being a bit amiss without our beloved Benny. But I also see it as like a celebration, like a wild celebration of how funny and special and just loving he always was to all of us. And I look out at you beautiful people, so many of our incredible theater students here to be with us, as you always are. And I'm just so grateful that I get to be with you and that Benny made it to a large extent possible and pulled us together. And I know that we'll always have him in our hearts and our thoughts, and he'll always be a part of us forever. So thank you.
Our next speakers will be Katie and Glenn Schurmer.
Now I can see you here. Sitting in the front, you don't have that opportunity. So I need my glasses. I did take some notes. I can get to them. I wanted to first say thank you to, well, everyone, especially Jason and the president and everyone else that's here. Really appreciate you. But I wanted to follow suit with what Katie said. Just, I really feel like so much closer to all of you than I don't want to say that I probably would, but just that the fact that Benny brought us all together, like, and I really feel like we're just one big family, and we're going through the same morning together, so we're kind of forced to like lean on each other even more and just love each other. So anyway, I wanted to start with that because that was fresh in my mind. But hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. So I was thinking a lot about what I wanted to say today, and I thought the feelings I felt with Benny when he first passed are definitely different than from today. I still miss him just as much. In fact, since there have been more times since I've seen him, it's harder in a way. I'm sure you guys all feel that. But the perspective is definitely different. When we had his memorial back in October, I felt anger, sadness, frustration, and I thought, how can I move forward? Now, since it's been almost 7 months, I still feel sadness, but with that has come a lot of joy and fulfillment because of all you guys. And I've been listening to a podcast called All There Is by Anderson Cooper. I don't know if anyone has heard that, but definitely check it out. And he interviews a lot of people that have experienced grief. One interview that sticks out is when he interviewed Stephen Colbert. Stephen said that he was grateful for grief. And I know a lot of us would ask, why is he grateful for grief? But he explains to be human is to experience sadness, loss, and grief. But with that also comes happiness. He said, we all need to be thankful for it all. He said he feels sorry for those that never experience any sadness or grief because they haven't experienced what it is to be truly human. It is sad and tragic for losing Benny, but I am grateful that we have each other to lean on. And now we all are more empathetic individuals and can be there for one another that have also lost loved ones now and in the future. Another interview was with a woman who lost 2 sons and a stepson. She was laughing and smiling during this interview and talked about her sons as ancestors, and they were always with her. I was inspired by her view on life after losing 3 sons. Unfortunately, we can't choose who dies in our life or anything that happens tragic. Although we will never move on from Benny, I know he wants us to move forward and keep his spirit alive. I feel there's just a thin veil between him and all of us. He is here for us whenever we need him, and that gives me comfort, especially knowing we will see him again when it's our time to leave this earth. I know his life was cut too short, but he impacted so many people in such a short amount of time. And that is something to be grateful for. I feel so blessed that he was my amazing son and such an amazing person and friend to all of you. Keep talking to him, keep talking about him, and spreading those stickers around. I know a lot of you guys are doing that. I appreciate that. Benny Schurmer will never be forgotten. Live each day like it's your last. Live life to its fullest and live like Benny Schurmer did.
We will now have. Thank you all so much for being here. And especially wanted to thank Santa Barbara City College, Jason Walker, Erica, President, Superintendent, and all of the Santa Barbara City staff who worked on this. We are unbelievably grateful to be a part of this and for this community college to help us with our process of grieving and mourning our son. And it's overwhelming to us and me that our son had such an impact in such a short period of time on this campus. He was only here, he just started his 3rd semester, and he met the most beautiful people here at Santa Barbara City College, especially in the theater arts program. And all of his beautiful closest friends from Ojai are here, and it just the impact that he had on everybody is so overwhelming to me as a father, and I'm just filled with gratitude for him being our son and being such an amazing, beautiful person. And the fact that all of you are here means that you had a relationship with Benny, which that tells me a lot about each one of you individually, how incredibly special you are to be part of him and part of his life, and how much he felt about every one of you. Because as you know, Benny, he didn't have just one best friend, he had a lot of best friends. And it makes me so proud that he was able to touch so many people in that way. And I just appreciate everyone being here. We are also grateful to get to know everybody. I mean, obviously with Benny's loss, us as parents in a family, we have gotten to know everybody here on a lot more intimate level than we would have otherwise if he was still with us. And we're very grateful for that. And we're our beautiful, our family, our friends, our village in Ojai is never been stronger, and that's because of Benny, and that's because of the love that we have for each other. And even though we're never ever going to replace him, I think about him all day, every day. I miss the hell out of him, but he's given us so much since he's passed, and we're going to continue to live in his memory. And if you're ever in a tough spot, or you feel like you can't go on, you feel like you're failing, you got to think about Benny, and what does Benny want for you? What do you think Benny would want for every single individual here? He wants us to excel in his memory. We need to do it for Benny. And I do strongly believe, since he's passed, I've gained a significant amount of spirituality. That's kind of
reasonably easy to do after experiencing something like this. And like Katie said, yeah, I do truly believe that he's just beyond the veil. I mean, he's here right now. We're always, every month we've gotten together at Luca's house, Luca and Russell's home, and we circle the fire and we send out the Benny vibe, and we think about him all the time, and we talk about his memory, we talk about dreams, and it has been amazingly healing for our family to move forward, and just so fulfilled with gratitude. And I know we're going to open up the mic at some point, and please, anybody, feel free to speak and share a memory, share a dream, and I'm just so grateful for all of you, and I love you, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Glenn and Katie. So now we're going to be honored with the singing from Luca.
Can you hear me? It's kind of funny that it's actually windy today because this song it's an original. It's about hearing Benny's voice in the wind, or in the sea or in the ocean. It's about hearing him there. So if you feel some wind while I'm playing this, maybe just again. Do I hear you? Or is it just the wind running through the leaves like nervous hands through your hair? Do I see you? Are you just a ghost? I think I see through you. Over and over, how many ghosts will I know? I'm not scared, it's all part of you. My weathered stare has seen the heart of you from out the heart. Hands clenched tight, oh no. Do you feel me? Am I ringing clear? Broken bones, Benny fell, took to the air and soared. Do you hear me? This melody, oh, I know you're out there. Follow the sound. Over and over, how many ghosts will I know? 'Cause I'm not scared, it's all part of it. My weathered stare has seen the heart of it from out the height. Hands clenched tight. high, hands clenched tight, oh no. Over and over, over and over, over and over.
Good nice to meet you. I'll bring it up a little bit with the same eye. So, if you guys know it.
As you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, you must have had yourself change your heart like halfway through the drive, because your voice trailed up exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight and left our future to the right. Now I'm stuck between my anger and the blame I can't face. Memories, something even smoking weed does not replace the I am terrified of weather, cause I see you when it rains. Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the planes. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she's the best one that existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired tracks and one pair of shoes that I'm split in half. I don't have to do. So I thought that if I filed something good and all the bad, that I could cancel out the darkness I inherited from Dad. Though I am no longer funny, cause I miss the way you laugh. Once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she's the best one that existed. And it's not my fault, I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired tracks and one pair of shoes that I'm split in half, but I don't have to do. All I'll have to do, my other half was you. I hope this pain's just passing through, but I doubt it, cause I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she's the best one that existed. And it's half my fault, I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired tracks and one pair of shoes that I'm split in half, but that'll have to do. Have to do.
Thank you guys. I love you guys. And I think everybody's going to be yeah.
Go ahead, David, for 1 second. I'm going to switch the order around before we go to open mic. Charlie Campbell and Quinn Davis. You got a song that you were going to sing? Yeah.
this is. Luca, do you have a capo?
If we forget something.
Oh, that's not.
Two down a half step.
When you want the microphone, like.
Might as well, yeah. Kind of a mic. Yeah, hello, hi. Can you guys hear us a little bit? God bless us,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Quick applause for our assistant. This song was one of Benny's favorites, and he was always pissed off at us for not having released it yet. We're recording it right now, so we're recording some of it this weekend as well. Follow up on that problem. Swear to God. I wanna take this girl out for a ride, but I don't have a car. It's very far. So Jeannie, can you help me with this week's groceries? I wanna cry, but I don't wanna wipe my eyes. It takes too much to cry. So Jeannie, console me. Don't hold me too tight. Tell me it'll be alright. I can do so much better than my life. I wanted to find the genie inside your mind. I wanted to shine, but your heart is open. And after all is said and done, you're afraid of what you'll find. I want you to open your heart and shine. It's 3 and I'm not even again. We gotta get it in mindset. The building things takes too much effort. Pretend that's my So Jeannie, console me. Don't hold me too tight. Tell me it'll be alright. Gee, can you help me? The real path is always right. I don't know which way is right. I can do so much better, but I can't. You're afraid of what you'll find. I want you to open your heart and shine. I wanted to find the genie inside your mind. I wanted to shine, but your heart is open. And after all is said and done, you are so benign. I want to break open your heart and shine.
Has been described as being adventurous, gregarious, and extremely talented. So let me step back. We're going to open up the mic. So I want to step back and open up the mic for anybody that would like to come forward. These are the beautiful nuggets, the golden nuggets that found. So many pastors would love to hear and see them through the eyes of others. So I'd like to invite anybody willing from the family of Benny's to come forward. Just please.
And with mad love for all of you. I think that I just want to say that Benny was the dude, and you say that he was everybody's best friend. He was everybody's best friend. He didn't treat anybody not on the same level. He always treated everybody as their best friend and family. And he brought a lot of people together at our restaurant and made it more powerful. He brought all of us together. We were a family. We were not just one person. We were a family that did it together. And he lives there every day, as he lives here right now. And I just want to thank you for bringing all of us together on this journey, whatever it may be, of love. What are you going to do? You're going to love. And you did it well, all of you. And you did it in a way that we could never even conceive of. And we thank you for bringing us along with you. And God bless the dude, Benny, and God bless you all.
Hey, I'm Lynn. I was one of Benny's acting students, and I just have two reflections. I mean, you can see from this picture, Lisa's so locked in, and that's how he was in life. You know, I mean, I didn't have a ton of time with him, but he was so present, and in his age group, that's not always normal. And the second thing I want to say, our family recently lost a young man, and someone said to me, if God said to you, I'm going to give you a gift, but only for 20 years, would you accept the gift? And I think that about Benny, and I think that for all of you as well. I have that little card that Katie was talking about in my purse, and I feel strongly that I'm supposed to leave it in New York City. I was there in the fall, and I kept waiting to feel like Benny tell me when to leave it, where to leave it. And I kept thinking, in the subway, in the store, in the, where. And I still have it
sure you make your way up there after. Anybody else would like to share a memory or? Oh, thank you, sir.
Just want to take a second. This is the third opportunity I've had to see a gathering of honoring Benny. The candlelight service at North High School and the large October 7th memorial service at Libby Hall. And each one had a different flavor, different meaning. And what I'm seeing right here, right now, is really special. And it's the support that the town of Ojai has had. Everybody that knows Benny, the love for Benny. I mean, he sounds like just words, but being his grandfather, I mean, it digs deep inside me, as deep as it can possibly go. And I don't know really what else I can think of except to thank President America, Reverend Walker, beautiful, beautiful campus, which I've never been on before, for the accommodating of such a needed service. Really, really appreciate it. One of the things about something that might seem so simple as a pen, but we're still saying, how on earth did this happen? And what do you do when this happens? And how people have coalesced is just amazing. You don't see this all the time. You really don't. But what's happening is things such as put this together, this beautiful place. It's taken grief and it's turning it into, as we all want, we never forget, into memory. Happy, wonderful memories of one of the finest young men we will ever know. Thank you very much, guys.
Everyone, I'm Laura Fox. It's abundantly clear how much Benny touched those who knew him. I just wanted to speak for all of those who didn't. How much he has changed our lives. He has changed my life for the better. He's inspired me to be a fiercer protector. And I know that's true for firefighters, for people who just are dedicated to our community and mostly to our kids. So I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to feel his heart and his spirit, not just here, but honestly every day. Thank you.
So I wanted to get a youngin' out here. A lot of the old heads talking. A younger opinion out here. I knew Benny my entire life. From the moment I met Katie, the moment he passed away. Whenever we're saying Benny is a shoulder to lean on, he was my shoulder to lean on. Whenever I had troubles, he was one of the first people I ever reached out to. And even though he was younger than me, he was way more mature to be on my years. I always talk about how I got a level head and I have things going on. That guy seemed to have it all on the day one. I love that guy so freaking much. And even though he's gone, I think about him every single day. That's why I got a tattoo on him, right over my heart. My favorite best dad. And one quick thing before I head out, I convinced Benny to go here, and I was like, I always bragged, I was like, I'm gonna get my degrees before you, I'm gonna get them. Snake beat me to it.
I always love it when the young heads step forward to help you.
It was funny. I was going to say the same thing. I can't believe he got his degree without doing the work. Anyway, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. He did it again. Benny. Oh. sliding through life, which I respect. So it's me. Anyway, yeah, it's crazy. I was just like looking out how beautiful it is here. Just beautiful. There's like tragedy in beauty. It's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. It's like some Buddhist philosopher, somebody from over there, said that there are like 10,000 joys and 10,000 tears in life. And with sadness, we always want to push it away real fast. But it's like a flavor. It's an ingredient. So don't be in such a rush to push the sadness away. Our whole, our modern culture is all about the Instagram shot and how amazing life is. Everything's perfect. But this is one of the ingredients of life. And I'm 54. I'm going to be 55, hopefully soon. And see how the week goes. But I think I've said this before, but when you guys who are young, and you're looking at me and you're like, God, that guy's old. And I'm young on the inside, but I have had all of these stresses in life over the years that beat them. Living the Jesus out of you, and it ages you. It takes away your hair, and you start turning gray, and wrinkles, and all this, sleepless nights, and crying your eyes out, missing somebody like Benny. So we have to learn how to hold all these things together, and not shy away from the sadness, not live in the sadness. It's passing through. And it's such a beautiful community. I love all of you. I love my son Luca. I'm so proud of you. So great. We're getting through this. And I miss him. And it hurts. And he also inspired us. And he brought us together, and that's a gift. So I love you, Benny. I love all of you.
What's up, Schurmies? I was telling Grace this morning, it's not a long story, but Benny and I, obviously I met him the first day of school, and we just met him. It was kind of like first grade. I haven't really had a friend like that since, I was just like, oh, this is it. It's just a click, and nothing else really matters, But he used to break into my apartment, and I would come home after school, and he'd just be hanging out on the couch because he would take the screen out and lock the door and go in there. So that was really special. Really, that's what I miss, And he also used to stay with me for like about a week at a time, and then go back to Ohio. I still have his bedding actually under my couch. If you guys want a pillow, but yeah, so I just I was really special memories about him. Just kind of ended up being there, kind of every day, being honest. So it's kind of weird, really weird. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys.
Anyone else that would like to come forward and share a memory? Him?
Hello, I just want to share a memory of Benny when he was maybe 8, 9, 10 years old. He was playing football, and Shane Duclos was the coach. A number of kids here were on that team, and he was the most talented football player, in that age I've ever seen. And one thing that really stood out is when things didn't go right, when people dropped the ball or whatever, he was always encouraging. He never, he just always encouraged people and brought out the best. So no matter what happened, everything was always good with Ben. Great memory.
Hi, my name's Juan. y'all in the back might know who I am at this point. But if you don't, hello. I've been a student here for the past 2 years almost. And a recurring theme that I've heard today is people saying, no matter how well you've been here, even if you've barely paid, he just had a profound impact on people and still does. And my little bit that I want to share is a good example of that, I think. So this was his second semester, and I think my second semester too. And we were taking Matt Talbot's voice and diction class, and some of the people in here also know about that, right? Voice and diction, right, guys? And basically, we were about to present our first big assignment in that class, which is you have to get up in front of the class and recite Shakespeare. Yeah, I know, pretty wild, right? In 2022. But basically, even though he was such an amazing actor, like quite literally, I'm not exaggerating, one of the best I've seen, I could tell that he was still maybe a little nervous underneath as he went up. And Matt does this thing where, like, he yells out the person's name he's going to present. He's like, and now presenting Benny, and we all start cheering. And I don't know why I thought of this. I just did. When there was a moment of silence, I just start going, Benny, 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 and then before you know it, the whole class is singing. And so that kind of just became a joke for the rest of the semester. Like, Benny would be around campus, and we'd just be like, Benny. That was really funny. And something wild that happened, it was quite literally last Friday to the day before this little remembrance thing we have here. Benny and the Jets came on the radio in my car as I got home. And I'm like, this has to be a sign. This has to be a sign that wherever he is, he's all right. He's up there with the Jets, soaring, as he should. So, yeah, that's just my little bit. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And maybe that song won't be stuck in your head for too long after this.
Okay, so you know I love you from Sandy. But I don't like to call school. But I was standing next to Russell, and I remembered a story. Luke, right?
Yep.
Triggered it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I should share this story because it just dawned on me. So I met Katie when we were both 9 months pregnant. I had Ella in there. And, huh? Oh.
Yeah, we want to hear you.
And so we were both 9 months pregnant. We met at this little Julie Hankins 1-year birthday party. And I thought, oh my gosh, we're friends. This is it. And then she had Benny. And then 6 days later, or something, I had Ella. And so we always had this special bond. And well, we had a special bond because we were both pregnant. We had a baby together. But then I ran into her like 2 months after the baby was born. And I remembered like she had told me at his birthday party that she had Ryan. That it's no big deal. It's her. It's just like her stuff up baby. It's like it's a gift. And I remember taking out her head Ella. I'm like, that's really her. This woman is insane. I don't have any friends there anymore. This is so grossly accurate to what just happened. Anyways, fast forward. Ella and Benny are at Topatopa Elementary School in 6th grade. And I was the volunteer mom. So, of course, I was taking over PE that day. And I thought, oh, this is fun. I love sports. Okay, guys, we're going to do basketball. So I invited the kids up. Benny's on this team, so-and-so, da-da-da-da. And I had the kids start playing, and I was like the referee. I'm a little competitive, so I'm a little, like, so, you know, I just kind of want each team to win in a kind of unhealthy way. Regardless, I was watching Benny because he was clearly the best, right? He was like the star. This kid could do no wrong. He had the swoop, the dribble, he was just on fire. And I remember like, and I have a sixth grader now. This is not normal behavior. And normal then is certainly not normal when I watch my sixth grader. And so that day in sixth grade, when the kids were in sixth grade, it stuck with me. And it stuck with me forever. Because I just thought, this kid is he is incredible. Just through the roof, amazing child. Blessed to know him. Blessed that we were pregnant together. Blessed that I forgave you for lying to me. And, yeah, anyways, that's all.
Thank you so much. I can't turn down the opportunity to get on a mic out here. Benny taught me how to properly use the term gas. I'm not allowed to use it, but I know how to use it. He's an awesome dude. He inspired me to do a lot of cool stuff. Inspired me to rap a lot better. Some of his rap team is out here. Flawlessly flowing President Obama with your mama. Is a genius. Yeah, he inspired me to dance. I've danced a lot more since I met him, and acting. And I want to be here with all of y'all. I want to meet all these beautiful folks here. If it wasn't for Benny, I wouldn't be here on this beautiful day. And he even inspired me one time. They had this huge inflatable obstacle course out in the quad. And he's like, yo, let's do a race in here, you know? I was like, no, let's take it easy, you know? Like, I'm 20 years older than you, bro. Like, you know, like, my back kind of hurts. Let's just take it easy. And we get in there, we start bouncing around a little bit. He's like, isn't this fun? I was like, yeah, this is really fun, you know? He's like, dude, let's do a competition and see how many flips we can do through this thing. I was like, let's go, you know? We're just flipping through it. I get spit out the other side. I'm like, my knee still hurts to this day. So I'll always remember him because of the knee pain. But I do think about him all the time. We used to commute together to school. I think about him every time I drive out here. I think about him every time I see his friends, amazing, lovely young folks out here. I think about him every time we perform or I write, which is like every day. Even at work, at Lorenzo's lovely establishment, I think about him every time I'm at work too. Shared a lot of fun times with him there. That's where we learned about how to rhyme Obama with your mama. Fernando knows what's up. Anyways, we're in this play. We get out at night, and I've been seeing this fox on campus. Big fox, beautiful fox, black socks, red fox, big ears. And last night I was over on the Bluff Cliffs, looking at the moon. It's this big orange gold moon, beautiful reflection of the water, and I can see Benny's face in the moon, and thinking about him, and the fox pops out again on the bluff. I go down to my truck, the fox is there, and the fox is like chuffing at me, has something to say, and you know, I think about Benny a lot, and that kind of taps into my spirituality too. And I just want to encourage you all, you can see Benny whenever you want. Just close your eyes, look around. He's everywhere. It's true. What everyone's been saying today, it's absolutely true. You can feel it. You don't have to think about it, just feel it. And just talk to him. He's always there. He's listening to you. He'll give you energy. He'll give you power to do whatever your dream is, whatever your heart's desire is. He's there for you. He's one of the best encouragers of all time, and will always be there with you all. Thank you so much.
I'll try to be kind of quick. So last year, the Schurmers invited me to go to China Peak with them. If you know where China Peak is, it's a little mountain kind of near Shaver Lake. And we were snowboarding. It was the second day, I think. And Benny and I kind of got lost in the group. And Benny's a fantastic skier. I mean, crazy guy. And we kind of went off kind of in this weird path, and we got kind of lost. And we had to go down this, like, through the woods at one point, and we had absolutely no idea where we were. You know, we're off of the side, you know, we're way off. No chairlifts, nothing. You know, we're in a bad spot. And we're going down, it's just completely full of ice. There's trees everywhere. We're falling, we're full of snow, our asses are wet. It's just not a great situation. And the entire time, Benny's just laughing so hard. And you know, I started having a great time because we're just in this bad situation, but we're both just having a freaking blast. You know, we don't know where we're going, but we're going down. And eventually, after like 20, 30 minutes, we made our way out. And he got out and he was just like, dude, that was fucking awesome. Oh my god. We both just hugged, and it was this really cool experience, because that was kind of one of the first times I've really been able to kind of be with Benny like alone and actually, you know, spend time with him. And we were just talking as well and just having a really good time. And it was one of those moments where I was in the moment, we were like, shoot, this is kind of sucks. I don't know, like this is not great, but it was really fun. I really loved experiencing that with Benny and just carrying that with me. I like thinking about that. We went back to China Peak this year with Charlie and our close friend Ethan, and you know, going back to the spot where we were just, you know, sitting in the woods with Benny, and it was really special to just kind of sit there and just take it all in and just be in a spot where we shared such a great memory. So I think about him every day. He makes me a better person. He makes me be more present, laugh more, smile more. But thank you, Benny. So.
I want to thank the speakers. We'll take one more.
All right. So I've been friends with Brian since middle school, and in middle school, I played the euphonium. I met Brian in band, and I sat next to him. And I was the only euphonium player. It's a weird instrument, and I don't really know what I'm talking about. And so I would always be playing by myself. And I was a really kind of insecure and awkward kid. I guess I still am. And Mr. Wagner, who's notorious, would always give me really difficult parts. So it would highlight just how bad I was at it. And so, like, I'd look over, and Brian would have at least 4 other trombone players. Kobe, I guess I think there was maybe one other player, I don't know. Or Ethan had a bunch of other trumpet players. So if Ethan messed up, no one knew. But if I messed up, everybody knew what happened. And so, fast forward to freshman year of high school, I'm just sitting all alone in band all year long, playing by myself. And then sophomore year comes by, and I have a new little euphonium player who's second chair to me, and it was none other than Benny Schurmer. And I will forever remember just, you know, going to band and just kind of shooting the stuff with Benny, making fun of Mr. Wagner, making fun of the people who had messed up, even, you know, to make ourselves feel better or something. And just, yeah, it really took me from, you know, band being this kind of miserable experience where I was all alone to I looked forward to it every single day. And so, in a way, I consider Benny to be like a little brother to me because he was my little second chair. Even though by the end of it, as usual, he was way better than I was, just as he was in everything. And so, yeah, I really appreciate you, Benny. I'll remember you forever.
We're going to move forward, but there'll be an opportunity for more comments. I do want to thank all of the speakers that have come up and been courageous and provided heartfelt memories. Benny has been, and it's worth repeating again, Benny has been described as being adventurous, gregarious, and extremely talented. It was said that Benny's smile would light up a room, that he was the life of the party, and that his personality was contagious. Benny's passing has left a huge void here in our campus community, and we will miss him here. SBCC was a better place with him and because of him. Although Benny has passed, he will live on in our hearts and our memories. Tomorrow morning, Santa Barbara City College's flag
will be raised to full staff. Although Benny will not be with us in person, we urge you to remember and be thankful for the ways in which you were touched by Benny's life. It's by remembering the time spent with Benny, the impact that his life had on you and our community, that will keep his memory alive. We'd like you to know that we have grief counselors from our health and wellness department here today. If you'd like to talk with someone, they will be at the table hereafter to conclude this. We will now conclude our flag ceremony. Please take this opportunity to spend more time with his family, to continue sharing memories and time spent with them, so that they might be able to see Benny through your eyes. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you all. Real quick, if I could have your attention for one more important announcement. For those who are able and available, we're going to be, once we leave here, we're going right over between those two palm trees by the theater arts, where there has a bench that has been dedicated to Benny. We'll be able to continue sharing stories. Please join me. Thank you.
I really I've seen stuff besides
They're literally saying the same thing that you did. They're like, that bench over there it would have been the most ultimate Benny bench. It is
All right, everybody.
Hi, guys.
We can get everybody's attention real quick. Everybody's attention.
Emily can come up.
John, come on in here, close.
I'm going to just make this short and sweet.
Emmy.
I think it was Luke that called it, like, he had it. Benny said something about a bench. Remember? Benny bench? Oh,
Yeah,
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, so, hey, can you tell me, and I can say it out loud, or you can just tell everyone?
Yeah, the night before he passed away, he was completely asleep on the couch, and me and Sydney, we wanted to go out and like do something fun in SB. And so we were trying to wake him up and just ask him like, hey Benny, what should we do? We were shaking him up, and he just muttered, bench, bench. And that's all he said. So,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a bench.
So we picked out the one that where there's a beautiful view here, and it also backs to the theater, which he loves. So anytime you guys are here, no, he's literally here with you in spirit, and we're placing ashes there. So anyway, thank you everyone for being here. I just wanted to.
So tall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know.
Yeah, definitely when you guys are on campus, take time and sit up with Benny. Thank you. We love you all.
And we'd like to continue maybe with some of the, I'm going to have to step away, but we'd like to start out with some more conversations and memories shared with the family. Where's the gentleman that was going to come up at the very end?
Here, right here.
Me. Come on up here, sir. Maybe you'd be the first. And then, again, remember, this is what it's all about. It's keeping them alive in our hearts, our memories. And so we're going to do what's called popcorn sharing. After one is shared, when you feel led, share a story or a memory so family and everybody here can remember them through your eyes. All right? Blessings to you all.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
Well, I shared great times with Benny after working many years with him side by side. And I'm really grateful for this extraordinary young lad that let me see the world through the young American boy who we hired as a greenhorn. And I see the transition between not a reckless boy, but a semi-reckless boy to a fully responsible man. And I have the opportunity to see him right next to me all that time, all those experiences that we shared. And it's not a single day I don't miss him. And I'm really thankful for him, for all the good he gave me, for all the help he gave me, and for his family that he reflects the love and compassion and kindness of both his family and the people that he grew up. And I want to thank all of you also for being here. Just all of you for impacting too. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
That's a great guy.
Thank you, Roy.
Well, first off, my name's Anthony. Some of you classmates know me from class. At the moment I went into campus, as soon as fresh out of high school, I'm the first thing on my mind, who am I going to build connection? Who am I going to make these memories? Who am I going to be around, you know? And when I first met Benny, I'm like, hello. I was like, Benny. And like, hi, wow, you looks good, look handsome. And then as soon as I was like, I'm a partner with him, I'm like, oh my God, he is an amazing human being. Quite the character too, as everyone said. And my heart is just, I forever miss him because he is the reason like I'm still moving on life and moving on, keep pushing myself. Even if I know if I mess up on my lines, I'm like, I continue to move on for him. And I forever in my heart, I will miss Benny. Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to really windy. But
Charlie's getting a haircut tomorrow.
I'm getting a haircut. Thank God. I will be
Don't do it.
for prom. That's
Don't do
it. Yeah. So as I was walking over to this bench, I didn't know where they chose to put the bench or anything, and I was like, I'm curious if they put the bench over, in this spot, because there was literally one bench that I've ever sat on this entire campus, and it happened to be this bench. It's like a week before he died, and it was me and Jack, wherever, right there. Yeah, we were waiting for him to come with his, him and Kevin in the U-Haul, start packing him in his new apartment, and literally I sat here needing to take a shit for like 3 hours. Just like, dude, I called Benny probably like 3 times. I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm like, I need to like use your new restroom, like in your apartment. Like, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of like, I thought it was a cool coincidence walking over. I'm like, of course it's this bench. I'm like, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a pretty cool bench. I'm definitely gonna be sitting here a lot next fall. So it should be cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc.
Did I hear Shane Duclos had a poem?
Sure. I don't write much, but this kid inspired me.
and I was thinking about him, but he's too young. Mr. Cool at 19. I feel you near, your energy is strong. I raise a glass high in memory of you, one of the chillest dudes that I've come along. Only 19. In a relaxed alpha frequency and passive attention, I fall into a rhythm of laughter and then tears, of madness as to why you, Ben Bear, danced out of sight on that Saturday night. Only 19. Moving into your new crib only to move quickly away. I imagine a new place with laughter, song, and dance. Many beautiful souls from recent and distant past. Couple sharing, smiling, having a blast. In a puff of smoke, I cough. Cry with a big sigh and a question why. 19. Almost 20. I miss you, Ben Bear. We're good?
They also, you can see, there's a seat in his honor inside the garbage theater too. If people, right? Yeah, you know what that, yeah.
Did you want to check it out? Yeah.
Want to, or people want to hang out by the bench?
And if anybody doesn't know, after we transition from Santa Barbara City College, we're going to head down to Padero Grill for a little, lunch and beers. Or soda pops.